What is up, everyone, and welcome back for another video of Ivan's Chicano Kitchen. My name is Ivan, and on today's episode of Ivan's Chicano Kitchen, I'm going to be making some chiles rellenos. Chile rellenos is a poblano chili, similar to a bell pepper, shaped super differently. But you basically take that, you deep fry it, you make it eggy, you put it in a delicious tomato sauce, and you end up with a delicious, super authentic Mexican product that you don't really find on a lot of menus because it is a little bit of work. But when you do make it, it's delicious. It's super warming, and it's definitely something that I grew up with. One of my favorite dishes. And with that, let's get cooking. So to start off with this dish, we're gonna be making the sauce, because we can make that now. We're gonna cook it raw, or we're gonna put it together raw, and then we're gonna cook it off a little bit in the pan. So here I have my blender. I have about five or six Roma tomatoes, small to medium size. I have a couple of heads of garlic right there, a nice big chunk of onion. Here I have chicken bouillon base. It's about 2 tablespoons or a little bit less, depending on how much salt you guys are into. Here I have whole cumin. I have a tiny little pinch of it because it's super strong, and then once you put it in the blender, it's gonna break up and it's gonna definitely be well distributed. So just a tiny little pinch of cumin, some salt, a nice little pinch in there, and some fresh cracked black pepper. And we'll do it. With that, we're gonna have a super delicious, tasty sauce and a little bit of water just to help the blender come along. And there we go, just like that. And then we're gonna go ahead and go and get this nice and blended. And when we're back, I'm gonna put the ground beef and the stuffing I'm gonna be doing it the Chile Relleno with. I'm gonna be making ground beef with zucchini, onions, black pepper, salt, a little bit of garlic powder. I'm gonna saute that all together. And I'm gonna stuff that all along with some delicious Monterey jack cheese that I have over here, and mixed with Parmesan cheese. So it's gonna be super delicious. It's gonna be cheesy, beefy, eggy, tomatoey, and I can't wait to try it later. Welcome back, everyone, and we are on to our next step, which is gonna be making our stuffing. So I already put our ground beef in here. I have about a pound, just in olive oil right now. I'm gonna season it with salt and pepper. And I'm also going to chop up these vegetables that I have right here, which is a nice little piece of red onion and a nice beautiful squash. So I'm going to dice these up, and then we're going to go ahead and throw those in with the ground beef. And that's going to be our filling, along with our cheese, of course, which I have right over here. This is the Parmesan cheese, along with the Monterey jack cheese that I mentioned earlier, and that's going to be super delicious. So let's go ahead and watch me chop these vegetables up, and let's do it. So zucchini or squash, whatever you may want to call it, just like that. And now you guys will see the rest of it in a quick little montage that you guys will see in the video. The ground beef right here is getting nice and beautifully golden brown and delicious. I'm going to move that around, add the zucchini and the onion, and some salt and peppers for it to start building all the sazon and the seasoning. And we're going to have a delicious chile poblano, which I have right over here. You guys can see them right here. I have them over the grill, just having them cook off just with a little bit of olive oil. That way when they're done basically charring, I'm going to put them in a bag, which I have right over here, and that bag is going to help the skin separate from the flesh of the chili, because if you eat that black burnt stuff, it's super bitter. You don't want that. So we're going to go ahead and remove that, and then we're going to dust it in flour and the egg mixture, and finish it with our tomato sauce, and have a nice big bite. And I'll let you guys know exactly what it tastes like, and I hope you guys try this at home. But before all of that, please hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, leave a like. I really appreciate it. It helps my channel grow, and it helps me come along further, and I hope you guys come along as well. Alrighty guys, so here we have our zucchini, our onion, and we're gonna go ahead and drop that into our ground beef. Nicely chopped onion. Here we have our salt. A nice good sprinkle of that. You wanna definitely have salt in your food. It makes it taste better. It brings out all the natural flavors. Cracked ground pepper, give that a nice little toss and mix, get everything incorporated. Boom. Alrighty, so right now when we come back, we're going to move on to our next step. Once our ground beef is cooked off, we're going to take our peppers off, put them in a bag, let those steam a little bit so they can separate from the flesh. And then I'm gonna get my egg mixture going. And I'm gonna mix it by hand. Typically, people do it with hand mixers or a stand mixer. But there's a lot of stuff in the way of mine, so I didn't want to move any of that out of the way, so I'm gonna do it by hand. And I've actually never done it, so hopefully it comes out. Wish me luck, and see you guys in the next scene. Alright everyone, so our ground beef mixture with the zucchini and the onion, salt and pepper is ready to go. It's going to be super delicious. Right over here. Here I have my bananas right over here. I'm going to take those off the fire. They're nice and roasty and toasty, as you guys can see right there. Nice and warm. Put those in the fire. I'll just let them steam for 10-15 minutes while we prepare everything else. And when we get back to those, they're going to be nice and easy to peel, and then we'll assemble our Chile Relleno, and we're gonna get
2,000 years.
Alrighty guys, welcome back. So while we were on a 10-minute break, I actually cleaned the chilies a lot better, ran them under cold water, and was just trying to be more gentle so I don't rip the chili up. But I actually ended up messing up one of them pretty bad, so I'm gonna try to fix that, and we'll see how that goes. I'm probably not, but I'll let you guys know, keep you guys updated. Here we have our raw tomato sauce from earlier that has the tomatoes, the chicken bouillon, salt, pepper, a couple of garlic cloves. So now I'm gonna just cook that off for a little while, for maybe like 5 or 10 minutes, just so it basically boils. Turn it off and that's ready to go. You wanna just activate all the seasonings that you put in there. And then I'm gonna make the egg white mixture that I'm gonna enrobe the poblano chili in. And with that, let's drop it in there. Let's drop the sauce in there. Be careful with the sizzle. Okay, so we're gonna just let that go for 10-15 minutes so that basically it boils. And I'm gonna get my eggs ready next, and we're gonna show you what that looks like right now. Alrighty guys, welcome back. Here I have beautiful eggs. I have 3 of them. So I'm gonna separate the egg whites from the yolk. I'm gonna put the egg yolks in this little convenient little presenting dish, and I'm gonna go ahead and crack that egg. You wanna take this smaller piece from wherever you cracked it, and that basically can hold the yolk for you right there. You can pass it side by side, and you can basically get all the egg whites that way. Drop your egg yolk right over here. Take your shell, put that out to the side, and then you can do that again. Same thing. You can pass it side to side. Turn it a little bit. Make sure that all the egg whites come out because we're gonna need it. Okay, we set that egg yolk to the side. Because if we mix the egg yolks with the egg whites, it won't achieve a level of stiffness that we need in order for it to actually coat the chili. And because the egg yolk is rich, so when we add it, we actually do add it at the end of the, but we actually just hand mix it in. Make sure that we don't lose the fluffiness of the white egg white that we beat already into a nice stiff peaks. So I'm going off on a tangent over here. So here's our third egg right over here. There you go. Look at that. Yeah, look at that little. There you go. Perfect. That's separated. Okay, alrighty guys, so wish me luck now. I'm gonna go ahead and hand mix this as best as I can until I get it to basically like a whipped cream consistency, to where say like you stick your finger in and you pull it out, it makes a stiff peak. So that's what I'm going to try to get to. And with that, let's go ahead and do a little time lapse and let's watch me do it. Hopefully, me sale. Si no, I have more eggs, so there's plenty of eggs. You can always do it again. All right, so let's go ahead and mix this. Alright, so we are basically at our assembly stage. We just put it together, fry it off, and have a beautiful taste test. So here I have my beautiful Chile Relleno. Here I have our ground beef mix that we made earlier. The zucchini, we're going to take our ground beef mix, start stuffing our Chile Relleno. Nice and full so they can be a nice full filling. Nice big handful of cheese. So we can very close these things. I take a couple of toothpicks and I put them right there just to hopefully try to keep it together because it does tend to fall apart sometimes. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right there. Flesh is super soft, so they come out super easily. Okay, so here we go. We have our beautiful stuffed chili. We're gonna put that in our flour mix, but first let's make sure that it sticks together again. We're gonna put that in our flour mix because egg yolk and egg in general sticks to flour, so we're gonna take that. We're gonna dip that into our egg mix right over here. We're gonna make sure that it's nicely enrolled. Beautiful Chile Relleno right here. Now I'm going to just take that and drop it into the oil as gently as possible. And there we have it. Our Chile Relleno is going to cook off for, I'd say, 5 to 10 minutes. And it's going to finish cooking everything inside of the, it's going to melt the cheese, cook the egg. We have our tomato sauce right over here to our left. So you basically want to fry that till it's beautiful, nice, golden brown. I'm going to go ahead and turn off our sauce, tomato sauce. That has been cooking for about 15 minutes.
I'm going to go ahead and take the oil that's around it, and I'm going to start just dropping it on the egg, so help it along, so when I do flip it, it'll be easier, and it'll also encase the chili a lot better.
Welcome back, everyone, and we are at my favorite part, like always, the tasting part. Here we have our beautiful Chile Relleno, filled with the ground beef, the Monterey Jack cheese, the Parmesan cheese, salt, pepper, all that good stuff. The beautiful egg white mixture that we made till stiff peaks. Our tomato sauce that was super simple, and I already took out the toothpicks, so don't worry about that. And now let's have a nice little taste test. I'll let you guys know what it tastes like. So this is one of my favorite dishes ever. Oh, the cheese is super gooey, tomatoey, look at that. Ooh. Oh yeah, this is gonna be good. Some tomato sauce. Let's put all that cheese together. The perfect bite, right? Wow. That is awesome. That's delicious. It's salty, beefy, cheesy, tomatoey, acidy. A little bit of basil is just for show. Obviously, you can eat it. You can put whatever type of herb you like. But that was just to make the plate look pretty. Thank you guys. Please hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment. Hit the like button. I appreciate you guys' time. Thank you once again. I've been with Ivan's Chicano Kitchen, and until next time, be safe out there and good eats.